there, folks. Is your cat turning up its nose at its regular old food? I know mine is. I'm Melanya Nordstrom from Paws and Claws Cat 4-H, and I'll be hosting this morning's program of Cooking for Cats. Joining me this morning is Chef Patricia Lamas and Assistant Chef Robin Van Dyke, both also in Paws and Claws. And what tasteful delicacies will you be whipping up today, Chef Patricia?
Well, Melanya, I thought we'd start out whipping up a batch of quick and easy catnip cookies. Then, Chef Robin here will be revealing to us a secret recipe for a steamed vegetable salad that her cats crave.
Sounds delicious. My cat will be eating better than me. Let's begin.
Alright, why don't you show our audience our list of ingredients, while Chef Robin here sets out the supplies. We'll need a half cup of wheat germ, another half cup of dry milk, 1 small jar of beef puree baby food, 1 egg white, 1 teaspoon of honey, some cat food kibbles, and some catnip.
Should we preheat the oven, Chef Patricia?
Absolutely! We'll set it to 350 degrees. Would you like to do that for us, Robin?
Of course, Chef Patricia.
To start off, in a medium-sized mixing bowl, we'll put together our dry ingredients. That would be the wheat germ and the dry milk. Next, we're going to add our honey.
I love honey. Its radiant golden hue just makes me so happy.
Me too, Melanya. Now we're going to add our baby food. And that's what makes it so tasty for your cat. And that's all, we just mix it all up.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of mixing, and if you really need to, you can add a little more baby food or even some water to get it easily mixable.
Certainly, Robin.
Just look at that healthful texture.
It's full of fiber.
I'm sure it is.
This looks about good.
It sure is. Now our next step will be to put the dough onto the cookie sheet. We're going to roll it up into small balls, about 1 inch in diameter.
Now, why do you make the cookies so small, Chef Patricia?
Well, Melanya, cats don't have back molars for grinding food. They only have front canines and other sharp teeth such as that for tearing food such as meat. So of course they can't chew on things like we can. We make them small so it's easy for them to pass through their digestive systems.
Wow, that's amazing.
It sure is. They sure are different from us, aren't they?
They sure are.
Well, now we're going to continue by adding some egg white to each of the cookies.
Now remember, audience, you should never feed your cat raw egg whites, as it destroys important nutrients in their bodies.
We'll just put a dab on each one here. And this is going to help our catnip stick.
Will it also give it a lovely shiny appearance?
Well, no it won't, Melanya. It'll just bake dry and you won't be able to tell it's there, but it'll keep the catnip on.
Now we're going to sprinkle catnip over each cookie.
Why don't you tell us a bit about catnip, Robin?
Catnip is a member of the mint family. Most cats respond to catnip, though some adult cats won't and most young kittens won't. And they usually respond by rubbing or rolling. Usually they eat it or sniff it, and it produces a psychedelic state, but it's not addictive and it lasts for only about 15 minutes, so it's perfectly fine for your cat.
That's fascinating. Now for a final touch, we're going to add a cat food kibble to the top of each one.
Doesn't that look decorative?
Oh, it does. Well, looks like we're all set. We'll just be putting these in the oven for 8 minutes. Would you like to set the timer, Melanya?
I would love to set the timer. Now while that's cooking, I would like to know a bit more about you two. Chef Robin, what got you interested in preparing feline cuisine?
Well, in all my years in Cat 4-H, I realized that some of my cat's treats lacked essential nutrition. So I decided to make these snacks to combat that by making healthful treats.
And then you decide to educate the rest of us cat owners about this deficiency?
Exactly.
And what about you, Chef Patricia? Did you also notice this deficiency?
Oh, I certainly did, Melanya.
And how did you and Robin come up with the Cooking for Cats idea?
Well, Melanya, one day, Chef Robin and I were getting together for some socialization, and we decided that our cat's health was the most important thing that we had heavy on our minds. So we decided to make a program about cooking for cats to educate our fellow cat owners about the importance of cat nutrition and what they can do to help it out.
Well, I'm sure glad you did.
What about you, Melanya? How did you become a TV hostess?
Well, I saw hosting TV programs just like this one an excellent way to bring new and interesting information to the general public.
Oh my! It sounds like our cookies are already done!
They just smell scrumptious. Time sure flies when you're having fun.
Let's take a look.
Gosh, they sure look good. I wish I could have one.
Well, you can. All of our ingredients are safe for human consumption and can be bought at your local grocery. Why don't you try one?
Well, I do believe I will. Mmm, good. That baby food sure gives a nice meaty zing.
Now, Chef Robin will be unveiling her new string bean and beet medley. It's a secret recipe, and you're the first audience that's ever been revealed to. So listen closely.
Yes, you heard her right. This is a secret recipe, and you're the first audience it has ever been revealed to. So listen carefully. Chef Patricia has already steamed our 3 small green beans and our 1 beet.
Chef Robin, what if my cat doesn't like string beans and beets?
Well, that's very easy to remedy. You can just substitute another vegetable, such as grated carrots or zucchini or even alfalfa sprouts.
Well, Chef Robin, it looks like the beans and the beets are steamed to perfection.
Wonderful, Chef Patricia. I knew you could handle it. Now just take a moment here to look at the wonderful color of these beets and the fine texture of these green beans. We shall temporarily set aside the beet as Chef Patricia finely slices the green beans. She has carefully removed the tough woody stems from the green beans, as they can be hard for the cat to eat. Now, for the beet, you can either chop it or grate it. I prefer to chop it as it is less messy and quicker. The base of the salad is exceptionally easy. It's just baby food and olive oil. So, Chef Patricia, could you please mix those up?
Absolutely, Robin. Here's our baby food and our olive oil. We'll just put them in the bowl together, and it's as simple as it looks. No heavy-duty equipment needed for this.
It achieves a creaminess that any chef would vie for.
Absolutely.
Now Chef Patricia will add the vegetables and gently toss them together.
Well, we're all done.
Now, we simply arrange them in our dish. And then, with a sprinkle of catnip, we're done. A lovely salad that provides essential fiber for your cat's diet. But remember, these are just supplementary snacks, and they are not designed to replace your cat's ordinary veterinarian-approved diet.
Now, does the audience have any questions for our 2 lovely chefs before they must leave us?
Can you tell me what to do for my 16-pound cat that the vet says is overweight?
The question was, what should I do for my 16-pound cat that's overweight?
Pumpkin is an excellent diet food for your cat. It makes them feel full, and yet it does not have as much calories as regular cat food, so they will not gain weight and they will lose extra weight that they already have.
That's absolutely right, and I have something to add to that. If your cat is overweight, make sure that you avoid canned foods that have gravy, because they are just loaded with carbohydrates, something you don't want your cat to have.
I guess we all learned something this morning. If that's all for our chefs, tune in next time for Cooking for Cats, and remember, keep on cooking!